Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, B Funk, thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you. I got a nice another lesson for you today. You always say that, and I always pull a nice lesson out for you. What you think feel about that ain't the deal. I give it to you so you can do just that. Use it. I got a good one for you today. Like father, like son. What you talking about? Stay tuned. You'll find out. Let's go. Wrightisms, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers is to know thyself. If you're right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this. Let's get it together. So I asked the question: do you know you? You well known through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers, the phrase like father, like son. Let's tell you about me and my son. He does his podcast. I got right thinking. He does food for thought. He learned under me. Before I became a right thinker, he got the first stuff, the original. He said, Dad, a right thinking thing is cool, but what you gave me is working for me. So the original is what my son got. He came to his concept with food for thought. Yeah, I'm the creator of right thinking philosophy. My son does his own show. He calls it Food for Thought. He's going through life at this point in life, and I'm laughing because my sisters say he rant just like you. He got a problem with everything. I said, no, he's seeing things in his own way. That ain't gonna do with me. I just raised him to be whatever he gonna be, how he gonna be. So I laugh at that. And he's seeing things that he personally don't agree with. And as a parent and a teacher, he got some issues. So I laugh, I laugh, I laugh. It cracks me up. All right. But food for thought is his concept and is his life advice. He's doing the same thing I did, same thing his grandfather did. So we just passing it along. So I get the concept. I love it. And that he's giving advice in life that he learned from his own experience. We gave him the advice, but he lived it, experienced it. Now he got our advice to this, and he got his own. So he know how to put two and two together to get the four, and he's doing very well with that. My right thinking philosophy leads to what? Food for thought. Okay? And food for thought leads to what? Right living. My son didn't give me no problems, none of that nonsense, none of that pushback. And I appreciate that. I respect him. Why? Dude, you didn't give me none of that nonsense. And I don't know how it would end up, but I wasn't going to hear it. I don't even have that, Dad. Thank you. Respect that because we got along well. All right? We met here, okay, at that level. Fathead, that's why I call him that. Food for thought was his knowledge and what he can do, what he grew up with, that he learned on his own. He let you know what he doing, how he did it. I ain't got a problem with that. My son sees the world through his eyes. His third eye's open. He got third eye vision. I told him that a long time ago. All right. He knows the truth and he knows who he is. He knows himself. I taught my son Masonic philosophy. I gave him street knowledge. I gave him all that. I pumped him all that just so he can learn and understand. He ain't got to do it. He ain't got to live nice and go ahead and sell drugs like I did. No, that nonsense. No, but knowing and understanding, I use real life family members as examples. Okay, so I didn't spare nobody. My son is a good dad, being the man that I taught him to be like me. Just a good father to your kids. They deserve that. And he got three of them, and he doing fine by all three. A lot of guys, I don't know, but Dude, I had one. I'm happy, man. I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I had him and his brother. So pretty good, all right. But three of them, they doing fine in their own rights. My son was raised by what? My own, me and my own man, two men with a son. We gave him everything he needed to be a man. Now he's a man in his own right. That's why Child's pain to people. Men make men. I learned from him. I couldn't imagine my life without my dad. Why? Who's gonna teach me how to be a man? Who's gonna give me those things? Okay, I did that for my son. So I'm watching the tradition goes on. He gives them to his sons. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's called legacy. I'm trying to build mine. And when I see my grandkids, I see all my good qualities, not just in my son, but I see the same ones in my grandson. And they different. They different, but the same. I love that. That means they are individuals and they understand their place. They understand the hierarchy, the big brother, little brother, little brother. I said, you taking it? Yeah, you looking at, yeah. Everybody go down, then I go to the little one and we do our thing. Good relationship. That's what good men do. They raise what? Good sons. And daughters if they have them, but if they got sons, the son's gonna be all right. Why? He got that covered. He gives, okay? And AKA he raises his son in his image. They're all like him, different characteristics, different personalities, but they're all like him. Okay, well mannered, humble, respectful, good guys. I love seeing them guys. Why? That's what I see in them. I see to me that I'm proud to see that. That's what I'm saying. As a grandparent, you love the grandkids because they're yours. But I'm respectfully and understanding they living a good life. I love that. I ain't around them all the time, so I don't get to see them on a regular basis. So yeah, I love every time I see them. They light up like Christmas trees. I do the same thing. Why? That's love. Okay, we share that. I make sure that. Right thinking philosophy is my way of life. That's me. That's what I represent. Again. But it teaches you how to master this thing right here. The most sophisticated machinery known to man. And it don't come with instructions, but we have instructors. Oh, you got to do it for I want to learn. I got my teachers. I tell people, these are the guys that I learned from. Okay. Well, scholars did their due diligence, did what they thought they need to be doing, what for their people, not for themselves. Okay, I'm teaching. I ain't doing it for me. I learned for me. I'm teaching them to do it for somebody else. So that's how I understand. We keep the knowledge going. All right, and I'm proving that by what my son and my grandkids. All right, I ain't just blowing smoke. No, this is real. This is the real thing here. All right, but to master what thinking, right, daily. That's a way of life. Living, doing, thinking. Thinking is a must. Right thinking is the plus. Okay, we all think we're gonna function and do, but when you're thinking right, there's a plus that comes with that. Those are the benefits that you get called blessings. Your mind needs to be mastered by you, meaning you need to know thyself is self mastery. Knowing thyself is what doing the things you need to do to know you. Having knowledge of everything but you don't mean a damn thing. Self knowledge, and you go from there. What they say, obtain whatever you got to obtain the board. But the thing is, get self knowledge. I got a whole bunch of the knowledge. Yeah, but I know me. I know a bunch of people who know everything about everybody and everything except them damn selves. That's crazy to me. Moving on. Right thinking is you mastering your mind. You is personal. It's self improvement, self betterment. You are in control of that. The effort that you put in is going to be the result that you get out. If you half-ass or BS, you won't get nothing. Most people go through life doing just that. So that ain't my problem. I ain't got no problem with that. That's on you. I'm trying to teach you how to do something other than that, and that's your choice. By all means, have at it. That's right thinking. My mind is mastered by me. I'm a right thinker because I think right, I act right, I do right. The last name just had to be my last name. It should be Savior, but that's not the story. But right is just a symbolic concept. You all can live right. We all can think right. We all can be right. And they personally minds. Sorry. Being a good father means I'm my child's first educator, my first teacher. I'm teaching him how to what? Be a man. Not a drug dealer, not a hustler, not a pimp. Nope. A man, a good man who what? Takes care of what's his. That's what good men do. Now, you can use any way you want it, but I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what makes a good man. And those are things that you do that make you a good man. You got a bunch of kids, and you ain't taking care of them. Don't brag about having kids. Sorry about that, but good men take care of what they make. When you show and tell your children, male or female, okay, the right way to live daily, they will win and they will follow you to get where they want to go. Why? If you show them the right way, all they got to do is keep going. I just point my son in the right direction. That's it. Go that way. Go that way. No. Go that way. And because he listened, he went that way and he achieved the things he needed to do in life. That's what he's going to show his sons the same thing. I know that. That's why I did it. Now, right thinking, where we at? Right thinking philosophy is my traditional way of life now that I practice and live for and practice and show others how to do it. I ain't just talking about it. I'm being about it. I'm doing it on a day-to-day basis. And I'm seeing the results from myself personally, and I'm seeing for those who practice and listen to what I'm saying, follow themselves. Man, appreciate your advice. Thank you. Yeah, you was right. Thank you. Okay, I'm just saying thank you. Why? I'm just giving. If you appreciate it, I'm going to say, you're welcome. Okay, everybody's thanking me. I'm saying you're welcome because I'm doing what I'm doing. It's for you. And if you appreciate it, you're welcome. Food for thought is life advice learned by my son. And he's teaching his kids how to take it and use it. Yeah, knowing something don't mean jack. Being about it means everything. So if you know it, show it. My old man gave me what he had. Okay? Again, I took it because I didn't know nothing else. And I used it to my best advantage. And I got out of it what I put in. Okay? And I had fun. But it wasn't good. It wasn't right. So I had to pay the price. And I taught my son that. He heard that. He listened to that. He didn't challenge it to see, well, maybe I can do it different. Maybe I can be it better. No. Everybody pays the price. So the only way you can avoid that, paying the price, is don't do it. Rocks, free base. What? Don't do it. If you smoke that stuff, if you engage in that, it's going to take you over. So the best way to prevent, don't do it. Simple as that. I don't drink or smoke. Why? I don't want cancer. I don't like alcohol. Simple. What the hell? I don't do drugs. Why? I've been there, done that. I had no desire for that. You grow up. Simple as that. That's all I'm trying to tell you. If you 70 years old, you still doing stuff you did at 20, 30, you ain't learned nothing. We call you an old fool. Nobody should listen to you. Why? You don't know a damn thing. You still dumb stuff. Excuse me. You're supposed to grow out of that. And I took what my dad gave me and I gave it to my son. The good stuff. No, all it wasn't bad. Both man had some good stuff. And I took that. What made me the man I was then. At that time, I didn't take no stuff from nobody. I became my own man. I put my work in. Those are things that he taught me. Practice, put in the work. Yeah, even when it's bad, it still works. As I know, it don't make a difference how you use it. Okay, you can use it any way you want, but it do work. So I got that part. And if you was given something and you use it and you give it to what? Your son. Manhood, manliness, independence, individuality. I gave all that to my son. I poured that into him, not the other stuff. Okay? I don't see my son as a hustler, a strut. No, my son's an athlete, well-groomed young man, growing and doing his thing. Always was. Stayed away from the nonsense and improved the fact. If you do like I told you, look where you're at. So that's my job as a parent. I don't want to come to visit my son in prison, talk through the glass, that nonsense. I ain't trying to live that life. Put that on nobody. Again, I experienced it. I don't want that for him. So I avoided that. Make sure he did too. That's parenting. Moving on. All right. Now, my son always, I learned how to be a good dad. From my dad. He was there every step of the way. Again, I can't imagine walking this walk without that guy. This walk would have been a whole different walk. This would have been a whole different program without that guy. So I owe it to him. I don't care. Good or bad, don't make a difference to me. I got what I got from him. He gave me what he had. I understand that. My son always made me proud to be his dad because he was always a good son. You were perfect? No, but he didn't do stuff that I didn't want him to do. He followed what I asked him to do. Study, get proficient in his grades, keep the grades up. get a good education, what? And play sports on the side. First of all, education will get you to the rest of your life. Sports are going to take you to a certain spot. I don't participate up and down the basketball court no more. What? Man, I'm doing other stuff with my life. Daddy, I was a weekend warrior. I'm still holding on. I let that stuff go at 60. Yeah, but you do things until what? You no longer had the desire to do it. I ain't got nothing to prove no who caught. I got my grandsons doing that nonsense, man. Go look at my grandson. That's me right there. I see all that in me. I see me all that in them. So I can live through them. I didn't understand precariously living through your child. I do now. Why? You just be there for them. Let them do what they do. You just be there. Participation. Whatever my son was involved in, I'm there. I didn't see a bunch of other parents back then. I didn't think about it. But a whole lot of parents don't do that. They doing them. Okay? I took a back seat and make sure I gave my son what he needed. It wasn't about me. Moving on. I'm doing me now. I ain't got nobody to worry about. So I can just do me. All right. We think, again, and we are supposed to do that, but many of us don't think right. Ding, 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 ding. He was a thinker, just wasn't the right thinker. He was a definite wrong thinker. He was a plotting planner, and he was good at it. I learned that, so I know that. But I put it to good use. Man, what a difference. If that guy had been good, woo, buddy, let's go. And I taught my son to think right for himself from the beginning. Okay, he always had his own mind, fat head. Okay, and no one trusts or follow no one but your heart. Simple as that. Don't let me. I ain't trying to lead you the wrong way, so just follow your heart. I gave you that to do just that. It's yours. Use it. That's what he does well. And I gave him life lessons. I gave my son, and he learned and lived them for himself. That was before right thing of philosophy. Right thing of philosophy is the accumulation of me going through all the stuff I went through in life, learning what I learned, and put it all together and realize, oh, okay, I get it. The light went on. Okay, my son is a natural right thinker, and he's doing his thing, but teaching his sons like I taught him how to be what their own self. I see it, and I'm loving it. Why? That's what it's all about. That makes me feel good. Okay, right thinking, philosophy can and will be what a good way of life to keep you what on the road to mastering oneself. And if you live right in this life, you get a ticket to what they call the afterlife. Y'all call it heaven, whatever. But if you don't live right here, you can come back again. You don't get it right, you come back. We all done it, and only way you can stop is what? I'm trying to help you do just that. Know thyself, live right, be the best you can be. And when this physical life is over, bingo, you did what you need to do, and you can go home. Okay? When I'm going home, when you figure out who you are. Okay, like prison. Y'all in prison. There's mental prison, physical, whatever you want now. But when am I gonna free myself? When you get knowledge of self, when you know who you are, then you free to go home. Okay, ain't no doors, ain't no bars, but we here, mental prison. Wrapping it up. Hope you get the lesson. Hope you appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's wrap it up. Right thinking is a way of life that once you master takes you to the afterlife. That's the goal right there. I have an agenda. It ain't hitting. I wanted you to know I'm trying to get you to the next level. Why? Coming back here and get me. I didn't do my job. So I'm trying to help everybody I can. Why? Because I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. I ain't coming back. No, I'm not signing a contract. No, ain't happening. Right thinkers who master themselves do so with what? Food for thought. Fathead proved that. Why? I gave it to him. Look what he doing with it. Passing it on. So that's what it's all about. Keep it going, Fathead. I'm with you. Let's do what we do. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 miles a day. So I've never known that my right thinkers who now know what right thinking meets food for thought happens, and it's a good thing. Passed away. I don't want nobody who didn't become a right thinker, who didn't make it to the end to get to the afterlife. Some of y'all, I see you on the other side. Why? Because we know who we are. Real recognize real.